So for decades, what we did was we basically told folks you have to gradually earn your way to housing by fixing everything else that's quote unquote wrong in your life.
Mm. Hmm.
Uh, we told people we'll let you into a shelter if you are clean and sober.
Hmm.
So then you stay at the shelter. Okay, now you have to attend these classes, do all of these things to prove to us that you're worthy of going to the next step, which is interim housing. And then you
Hmm.
check off all the right boxes and earn your way to the next thing that eventually ends up in a home.
Yeah.
Uh, Housing First says the opposite because of all the system failures that we just talked about make homelessness seem so daunting. How could we ever solve it? The
Mm-hmm.
one thing that every person experiencing homelessness has in common is that they don't have housing, right?
Yeah.
So if you introduce housing, you've solved homelessness.
Hmm.
You may not have solved everything else,
Huh.
but you've solved homelessness, and
Yeah.
that gives you a baseline to address the rest of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people who struggle with disability, mental health, who maybe are struggling to find work, who struggle with substance use, all of those things are easier to address if you
Hmm.
have a safe place to call home every night, a
Right.
roof over your head, a door that locks, the
Right.
ability to sleep through the night without fearing for your safety or interruption.
Right.
All that gives a person just the baseline, the springboard to figure out the next step for
Yeah.
them. And unfortunately, what we've done is said, no, no, you have to prove, despite not having a safe place or any basic needs met, you have to do the hardest part
Right.
first in order to prove the easiest part,
Right.
that you're worthy of it.
Yeah. Which is the opposite of grace.
Right.
Yeah, that's works. Prove that you are worthy of this.